our solar's kicking ass today.
That's awesome.
Changed everything over to watts. Now we're dealing with power, not current.
Power,
not all the time, but we'll go back and forth.
Yeah.
We just crossed from the Bahamas to Turks and Caicos on a 24-hour offshore run, bumping thrusters, riding big rollers, and dodging coral heads along the way. From threading a shallow reef cut into Blue Haven Marina to stress testing our lithium batteries in full Caribbean heat, this was anything but a normal island arrival. And once the lines were finally tied, the generator versus shore power math was done, it was time to jump in the water and start exploring the beaches and waterfronts. If we haven't met before, I'm Jen, and this is Dave. We're a Colorado couple who traded snow boots for scuba fins and now live aboard our Nordhavn 55. So welcome, and don't forget to hit that like button and smash subscribe so you can follow right along our journey.
And then I lowered the output for the alternator today, just about 50% of the alternator. We're going to go for 24 hours, so no need to max it out for 5-6 hours here, 10 hours,
Right.
and then let it drop. Just
Yeah.
keep it, it gets too hot down there.
Yeah.
That alternator is shooting at like 225 degrees Fahrenheit, which is warm.
It's hot.
We're going to run for 24 hours. It's going to be cool.
Yes, 24 hours, because we are doing our last leg to the Turks and Caicos. This is day 7, 24 hours overnight. We will be there tomorrow at probably 8:30. I don't know, it's not 24 hours. It's like, or was it 21 hours? 20 hours and 59 minutes.
21 hours.
21 hours. Keeps changing. Right there. Yep, oh, and right here too.
So I couldn't figure out why our fuel flow was up and our load was up for like the last 9 hours of the trip. And I'm like, is it another clogged filter? I go and check the filters. Nope, vacuum pressure is fine. But one of the crew members here on board likes to drive with her feet kicked up, and occasionally one of the little piggies over there bumps one of the thrusters. Now, look at that stern thruster. If you bump it just a little bit, oh look, fuel flow rises, load increases, and then we drive 400 miles with a stern thruster
Hold
on.
up, it was upstairs. That wasn't this one. It wasn't my fault. Maybe it was. I don't know.
So
Okay, I turned it up. It's
now
in
it's
neutral.
off. But that's a small little thing that could get you.
Yeah.
Not a big thing, but we were running stern thruster for.
Careful with your piggies.
Thanks, Shen.
We're getting ready to round this point on Long Key, and I don't know if you can see way over there, but they're burning their trash. It's a problem with a lot of these small islands. They don't have the infrastructure for trash management, and if it doesn't go in the ocean, burn it. Which, I don't know what's worse, right? I mean, you're putting it into the atmosphere, which is causing global warming, or we got stuff floating. We've seen it all over the place. We were on a dive trip. Anthony's Keep Resort, actually. And on one of our dives, we went out and there was trash floating everywhere, but microplastics, like boats had gone through there and ripped up plastic bags. And I was like when we were diving, I was trying to pick them out of the water, and the guy's like, it's useful, because what happens is the poorer parts of the island just dump their trash in the ravines, and when they get a big rain, a big storm, it all just goes out into the ocean. So they're constantly picking up, but that's how they get rid of their trash. There's no other way to do it. Yeah, it was really sad, because you just see trash everywhere. So this overnight has been interesting, because we thought it was going to be very smooth. We have these huge rollers where they're just, and we're going up and over, so it's a little hard to sleep. I had to sleep in the living room during my shift, and I think Dave's going to try to sleep in the bedroom, but it's like basically either you try to sleep sideways or head to toe. I haven't seen anything, so, and it's pitch black. The moon came out for a little bit, but it is pitch black out there. So it's been easy. We've got the lights on because we've got our radar. Like, there's nobody out there. So it's been really easy. We're just getting to Turks and Caicos. Yay! We are there. We finally made it. It was about, I want to say 22 hours. We're coming into the Leeward cut. We're staying in a marina, which we're excited about because we have all the access to all the guest amenities and everything. But we're really unfamiliar with Turks and Caicos, and we've been told that not to rely on the charts. What? We're a little nervous about that because it's extremely shallow water, a lot of coral heads, a lot of dive sites. We have to leave the boat for the holidays, so we can go back and see family. So we're just going to extend that until we're comfortable. And we get to check in customs. It sounds like it's pretty straightforward and easy. We'll see. Like glass. Really couldn't ask for a better day. This is nuts. The entire passage was like this, but we had these big rollers where, I mean, you could feel it, but it was like this, just glass. The only downside right now is that we're coming directly into the sun. When we get in there, it'll be about 10 o'clock. So the sun just beaming right in our eyeballs, so we can't really see. So Dave's going to go up on the fly bridge and look for coral heads and make sure that I'm aiming the right spots. Because I won't be able to see them from down here with the color and the contrast of the water. You just simply can't see them. Yeah, you can see all the coral heads are the plus signs, but it hasn't been charted in a long time, so it's not completely accurate. They don't know how accurate it is. Yay! Are you so excited?
I'm so excited. This is what we talking about for the last 6 months. So
I know.
Since it's
Let's
been a
do
long
this.
time, I'm going to go ahead and ring.
My favorite sound.
Yeah. I'd hate to get in there and then try starting and it doesn't start up. I do not think you'll need this until we get to the marina.
Hopefully there's not a current in there. It's really wide, so I'm not
Yeah,
too worried about it.
I think once we get through this cut, there are only 1 or 2 coral heads. I saw a review of 110-foot Hatteras comes through here every week, and so is the all the aggressors and everything. They're like 140 feet.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, I draft 8.5. I come through here weekly.
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of boats up there in Anchorage. Oh, they're all the dive boats.
I want to go scope this out with a dinghy and do a
Yeah.
full recon.
Well, if it's like this, I would definitely go out on anchor. Well, I'm going to stay dead center on my tracks.
It's still like 1,000 feet deep right here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not
6,000
registering
feet.
right now.
So actually, this is good. The sun's high enough, I can see really well. All right, I see the markers. You're on track, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
0 yards away from my track.
Right, I am now starting to see some coral. Oh, you look straight down? Okay. The sun just went away too.
It's
Fuck.
15 feet deep. You'd think they would have it charted here.
Are you confident of which side to go on?
No. I'm following my trail, which
Okay,
is
and then look at
red
my-
on the right.
Look
so
at the 2 iPads as well.
They're supposed to be on the right.
Okay. I can see the reef. The water's clear. The sun's coming back out. What's the depth?
15.3.
Okay. All right, so the sun's popped back out. I can definitely see bottom now. Correct. So yeah, there's a reef off your port and starboard right here.
Are we pretty clear of it?
Oh yeah. Hey, Blue Haven Marina. Blue Haven Marina. This is Explorado on 16.
What is the name of the vessel?
Explorado.
It's a bit too not current.
You can continue on to the
This is the current that we had to dock in. You can see the bubbles going. It's about a 2.5 knot current.
All right, so a quick power update. We're here in the Turks and Caicos, and we are at the Blue Haven Marina. And typical of the Caribbean islands, they charge power metered. So instead of being a flat rate of $15 a day, it's a metered, and it's let's see, it's 75 cents per kilowatt hour. Now most people don't have any idea how many kilowatt hours they use. I actually got on the Victron app, went back a week or two ago when we were in Fort Lauderdale, and we were behind someone's house up there in the New River, and with no concern whatsoever, and it was hot and it was muggy and we had all 4 zones going of the AC, we went through about 114 to 120 kilowatts per day. Now the owner there just charged us $30 and we were done for the entire week, which is, I guess, kind of typical. So here in Turks and Caicos, if we went through 120 kilowatt hours in a day, they would charge us roughly $100. That is expensive. What are we doing? Well, the batteries can keep us running during the day. The solar, because it's Turks and Caicos, keeps us completely topped off during the day, so we don't lose anything at all during the day. In fact, we actually gain a couple percentage on the battery. At nighttime, we run the air conditioning in the bedroom at night while we're sleeping. Just sleep better with the air conditioning on, so we run the AC at night. Once again, it's just like if we're at anchor, it drops down 20-30%. Wake up the next day, we're at 65, 70, whatever that is. And then during the day, it sort of maintains. So what we've been doing is we've been running the generator at night for about 2 hours. So in 2 hours, I can charge up 20-25% of the battery, get that cranked up. We pre-cool the entire boat. So somewhere around 4 o'clock, the sun gets a little lower, gets in, gets really steaming hot in the boat. We come back from playing all day, Jen's gonna start cooking. So we just crank up the generator, we do laundry, we do all 4 zones of AC, we just crank it up, plus the kitchen, the microwave, oven, everything going. Plus we're charging up the batteries, and so we run it for about 2 or 3 hours. So per hour on the generator, we generally run, it's kind of hard to tell, but about, let's just call it 2 gallons per hour on the generator. So we filled up at $3.30 a gallon up in Savannah, so $6.50 per hour, plus some oil maintenance. Let's just call it $8 an hour to round up. So $8 an hour, and that gives us, well, you can see right now we're at about 15 kilowatts per hour with the generator. So it's a 20 kilowatt generator. Remember, we're keeping a nice big load on that generator, so it's nice and happy. So if we were on the shore power right now, that 15 kilowatts per hour would cost us $7.50. Half of that's $3.75, about $12 for an hour of usage, whereas we run the generator and it's about $8. I don't like to nickel and dime, but it's just cheaper to run the generator than it is to plug in a shore power. So that's what we do. We keep the generator running at night just for a couple of hours as we pre-cool the boat, get ready for bedtime, and do all our cleaning, cooking, all that stuff. We turn off the generator, then we run the AC in our salon, in our bedroom all night off the batteries, go out and play all day, and then at nighttime, once again. So we run the generator at the marina here about 2 hours a day, and it's still cheaper than plugging in at 75 cents per kilowatt. As a note, the water is 15 cents a gallon. It's quite typical here in the Caribbean. Bahamas, it could get even worse. Sometimes I've seen a compass 40 cents a gallon or 50 cents a gallon. I forget what that is. You guys can leave a little remark there, but it's not cheap. So they've got to pay for the water, they have to pay for the electricity, they just pass it on to us. So that's where we are right now. Got about another hour of, you know, having dinner, watching TV, and then we'll kick that generator off and we're all topped off for the night.
It feels so barren here compared to the Bahamas. What do you think?
The landscaping is about the same.
Yeah, I guess. It's different. A little different than we expected, but we haven't explored. But so far we're just on Providenciales. Provo. I think I'm saying it wrong.
Provo's good.
Ouch, mother trucker. What's your name, little buddy?
Hello.
Those infinity pools are really cool. Woo! This water's rough. How beautiful is this? Yeah. The ladders from their houses right into the water.
You just tie up to the ladder and hop on in the pool.
Yeah. Like, can we just go around the corner? It's just right there.
The chairs got in.
Yeah. It's like a mile away. I'm looking at the map. I'm like, can we just go over there? It's like right there. It's only that far away. An hour later. Head in and look for a boat part.
Or ice cream.
Or ice cream. We haven't even had lunch yet.
For anyone who's ever hauled out a boat, this is the golden rule. No cash, no splash. They'll haul you out for free, but you're not going back in until you pay.
We're at the marina at South Bank. We need a boat part, so we're gonna go check it out.
And ice cream.
And ice cream. Dave wants ice cream. Cute. Look at this little teeter-totter. We should get on the teeter-totter, Dave. Good morning from Turks and Caicos. We are gonna hop in the dinghy and go use our little Subnados to go snorkel. So I gotta show them our cool tools. Our toys, tools, toys, whatever. So these Dave picked up. They're like little propellers. They make you go fast underwater. So a couple of cool things. That one has two handles, and then this one straps onto your arm. We're really unfamiliar with the waters out here and don't know how bad the current is. So when we drop the anchor on the dinghy in a place unknown, makes us feel safer. So we use those. It helps us get a little power, more power out of our legs to get back to the dinghy just in case there's a strong current. So we love them. I love them because you can zip through. I mean, they last like an hour. So
It's cheating.
It's cheating.
It's snorkel cheating.
But no, it's a safety thing. I think it's
cheating.
cool. It's cheating. If you enjoyed riding along, hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next leg south. Same boat, same crew, new adventure, and probably a few more learning opportunities. See you next time.